more than 3 people have lost their life and some are injured in the Ramban Tehsil of Jammu and Kashmir. And the reason for this destruction is cloudburst, landslide, and the phenomena of flash floods. So the recent incident or the recent destruction that has taken place in Jammu and Kashmir, and this news is all over the media. So this talks about the phenomena of cloudburst. So, hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode, we will be talking about the topics of what is cloudburst, what is flash floods, and what is landslide, and what are the causes of all three of them. And in the end, the prelims MCQ. Topic is of relevance from General Studies Paper 1, that is Geography, Natural Phenomena. Very, very important from the exam respect. Question can be asked directly in the prelims examination or the mains examination, and questions had been asked specifically with regard to landslides in the mains examination. So first of all, let us look at the news. So the news talks about Ramban rain causes destruction, understanding the weather events affecting the region. And then you see cloudburst, landslides. And if cloudburst comes, then one of the impact of cloudburst is that it can lead to flash floods. And when flash floods can come, you can say that destruction is bound to take place if any kind of natural event is happening. Before moving to the news in detail, Drishti IAS Mukherjee Nagar classes has now shifted to Noida, and the admissions are open for the IAS GS Foundation course covering both prelims and mains. English medium batch is starting from 7th of May. Hindi medium batch is starting from 29th of April. In case of any query, give us a call at 87501. And there's a good news for all the students who are using the Drishti Learning app for the IAS GS online foundation course. A new feature of artificial intelligence has been inserted into it to make your study and to make your classes more impactful and more smart. And the few of the flagship features of this artificial intelligence aspect is the AI quiz, AI summary, and ask me anything. Under the AI quiz, you can ask any MCQ with regard to the topic you are studying. Under the AI summary, you can get the summary of the lecture you are seeing. And if you have any query with regard to any topic, ask under the Ask Me Anything section. So first of all, let us look at the map of Jammu and Kashmir. So Jammu and Kashmir as of now is a union territory, and if we will go by the tehsil wise, then this is the Ramban Tehsil of Jammu and Kashmir, and this is where the incident has taken place, and it is landlocked in nature, covered from all other sides. So 3 people were killed. You can say more than 3 people have been killed after torrential rainfall and hail in the Ramban Tehsil of Jammu and Kashmir, and buildings have collapsed and the transport have disrupted, and hundreds of people had to be relocated due to heavy rain. And according to the IMD is the Indian Meteorological Department, it has said that the Jammu and Kashmir has received 16.9 mm of rainfall, which is around 575%. 575% departure from the normal of 2.5 mm. So normally 2.5 mm of rainfall takes place in Jammu and Kashmir, and this time it is 16.9 mm of rainfall which has taken place. So it is much higher as compared to the normal. So the deviation has been much higher, and the reason for destruction has been said cloudburst, flash floods, and the landslide. So cumulatively all three have caused a lot of destruction. Now about cloudburst, what is a cloudburst? So cloudburst is basically a phenomena when in a very short span of time a lot of rainfall takes place. It means the precipitation is very high and very fast in a very short span of time. So that is what is known as cloudburst. So if we talk about the technical definition of cloudburst, then it is a sudden intense rainstorm. Sudden and intense. Sudden means it was not predicted, and intense means that the speed of the rain or the speed of the precipitation is very fast. So a sudden intense rainstorm that results in more than 10 centimeter of rain. More than 10 centimeter of rain in less than an hour. So in less than an hour, more than 10 centimeter of rain takes place, then it is known as cloudburst over a small area, and the area has to be approximately 10 kilometer square. So in an area of 10 kilometer square, in an hour if more than 10 centimeter of rain takes place, that is sudden and intense in nature, then it is known as cloudburst. And cloudburst can be accompanied by thunder and hail. So these are two of the characteristics of it. Then sudden devastating rainfall leading to flash floods and landslides. So if cloudburst has taken place, then one few of the impacts of the cloudburst can be flash floods and landslide. Flash floods is one of the major impacts of it, because if heavy rainfall has taken place and if the drainage system of that particular area is not very good, then that can lead to a lot of water on roads, and that can lead to flash floods, because suddenly the quantity of water in an area increases to very high. And it is common, cloudburst is common in mountainous areas, and when we say mountainous areas, so the Himalayan region is very prone to cloudburst. And if we talk about the causes of the cloudburst, and then the most important is the orographic lifting. So orographic lifting is one of the most common phenomena of cloudburst. Now, what is orographic lifting? So orographic lifting is basically associated with mountains. When the air rises along the walls of the mountains, then it is called orographic lifting. Now, look at this map. So if, see, this is a mountain, and I will make you understand the concept of orographic lifting with regards to this diagram. So if this is a mountain, then what happens is that the air that rises upward, now what happens is, because the mountain comes in between, then the air is not able to pass through the mountains. So when it is not able to pass through the mountain, the air keeps on moving along the walls of the mountain or along the sides of the mountains in an upward direction. So when it moves in an upward direction along the mountains, now what happens is, moving along the walls of the mountains in an upward direction, then the warm air becomes cool in nature. Now when the warm air becomes cool in nature, and as it is moving upward, the moisture also gets, so the air which is moving upward, it also gets filled up with moisture. And one of the reasons being that the oceans are also there, seas are also there, and when the air is moving along the walls of the mountain, it also gets moisture with it. So when the air reaches at a certain height, or you can say at the upper stages or the upper peak of the mountain, now the process of condensation starts to take place, and that is the vapor turning into liquid. Then what happens is, when the condensation process tends to take place, then the precipitation takes place, and precipitation takes place. Now this is a very common phenomena, and this is how basically the precipitation takes place. Now what happens is that the moist air encounters a mountain or hill and is forced to rise. So the air tends to rise upward. Now rising air cools and condenses, and the development of the clouds takes place. Now when the air rises up, it becomes cool, and then when it rises up, clouds formation takes place and condensation process also takes place. Then violent upward flow of air prevents the condensating raindrops from falling on the ground. So precipitation takes place many a times, but many a times what happens is, in the case of cloudburst, because of the formation of the clouds and the flow of the air, so many a times the precipitation does not take place, and the cloud, it keeps on holding the water under it, and then the lack of upward air prevents dissipation of moisture, and the moisture content keeps on developing inside the cloud, and then the whole of the stored water falls at one time. And when the holding capacity of the cloud reaches to its maximum, then suddenly the cloud bursts, and all the water, all the moisture that is present inside the cloud, it comes out in one go, and that is why it is known as cloud burst. And steep slope causes flash floods. Now when the cloud burst takes place and the mountain has a steep flow, so that water, while precipitation, comes down in a very heavy flow, and that causes flash floods. And this is what is the process of orography or orographic lifting. And if we talk about the monsoon dynamics, so In the Indian subcontinent, a cloudburst typically occurs when a monsoon cloud moves northwards from the Bay of Bengal or the Arabian Sea towards the Himalayas and crosses the plains and reaches the Himalayas, releasing rainfall of up to 75 millimeters per hour. So this is how the orographic lifting takes place. Now coming to the flash floods. So we just saw that how the flash floods also takes place. Now the steep slope of mountains, and if cloudburst takes place, then the water comes down in a very intense way, and that is what causes the flash flood. It means suddenly the increase of water in a particular area. So that causes flash floods. Sudden increase in water levels during or immediately after intense rainfall. Then highly localized and short-lived events typically occurring within 6 hours of rainfall. So it is not that flash floods goes on for a very long period of time. It is a very short-lived phenomena. And few of the causes of the flash floods are intense rainfall, and that overwhelms the soil's absorption capacity and drainage system. It means that the whatever is the capacity of the drainage system, the water level goes above it, and whatever is the absorption capacity of the soil, the amount of water in that area becomes very high as compared to the absorption capacity. Then few of the other causes are rapid snow melt due to sudden temperature rise. So even if the snow is there and if the temperature has risen and the glacial burst, flash floods also takes place, then when the sudden release of water takes place from snow or glacier. Few of the examples being in the Himachal Pradesh in the year 2023, Uttarakhand 2013, Mumbai 2005. They were all caused by intense rain. And there is a new phenomena in the urban areas, and that is urban flooding. So that also basically is with regards to increase of the water quantity in the urban area when the drainage system of the area is not able to handle that much of water in a particular area, and urban flooding is also for a short period of time. Now coming on to the next phenomena, and that is landslide. Now landslide is a downward movement, the downward movement of rock, soil or debris on a slope due to gravity. Now what happens, imagine this is a slope. Now if that area where of the slope it starts to come down heavily during the because of the gravity, so that is what is known as landslide. And landslide also causes a lot of destruction. Loss of life can take place, public property gets damaged, transportation gets blocked. And landslide also is very prone on the northeastern states of India, Himalayan regions. So that is what is landslide. And landslide is also a form of mass wasting. It means the soil can come down in a very heavy form, where earth materials move down a slope under the influence of gravity. And the few of the causes of the landslides are natural factors like heavy rainfall, earthquake, water seepage or broken slopes. So this can also cause landslide. There are human activities which also causes landslide, like for example deforestation, and the construction at a higher altitude also increases the risk of landslide. Then there is geological factors such as soil composition and terrain. It deals with the stability of the slope, and if the construction is done in a way when the study of the slope has not been done in the proper way, then that also causes landslide. Now landslide prone areas in India. So in India around 0.42 million square kilometer, that is around 12.6% of land area is prone to landslide. So out of the complete area, 12.6% of land area is prone to landslide. And with the northeast Himalayas, northwest Himalayas, western Ghats, eastern Ghats, so they are the most affected area. And out of these also the western Ghats and the western Ghats and the Himalayan region and the northeastern region are the most prone. Then few of the examples is the last year the Wayanad landslide in Kerala was one of the worst landslides that India has seen in its history. So then the 2013 Kedarnath landslide which in which around 6,000 deaths took place. Then the 2021 Chamoli landslide, it was triggered by heavy rain and a glacial burst. So that also led to a lot of public property damage. So this was about landslide. And now in the end, the prelims MCQ, and like always, you people need to tell me the answer in the comments below. So the question is, which of the following statements best describes cloudburst? A sudden and intense snowfall over high altitude regions. Second, a rapid and heavy downpour of rain in a short period over a small area. Or C, a thunderstorm accompanied by hail in coastal regions. Or D, a gradual increase in rainfall due to monsoon depression. We have discussed this in the video, so give me the answer. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time. Keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.